Waking up to another peaceful dawn, Jamie uses his time in the early morning to fish from his dock and prepare for his upcoming project. If he is able to cut a road through the trees to the west, he could shorten the distance between him and the nearest fuel pump by nearly a third. Making sure to put out his daily broadcast, he finally strikes out into the foggy outdoors to begin the hard labor he almost welcomes. Delighted to find his planned path mostly clear already, there's still plenty of axe swings needed before he reaches his destination. Having filled his trailer with the first full load, he brings the firewood back to his modest sanctuary and decides to rest his aching muscles for the rest of the afternoon. Waking up annoyingly early, Jamie doesn't let his restlessness get the best of him, as he instead uses the opportunity to fish undisturbed, and builds up the resolve to reach the road by the end of today. Clearing the way to the gravel path by noon, Jamie returns home to recuperate for a few hours before heading out once again. Taking in the cool breeze in the back garden and enjoying the view of the autumn trees, Jamie knows it's time to make the trek back to his initial SUV he had left along the road. While it seemed to be a silly thing, Jamie knows that he very well could be dead if it hadn't been for the reliable steed so early on in his flight from West Point. As he's nearing his reliable friend, as a fresh rain begins to fall, Jamie is also greeted by another reliable machine. Having his peaceful lie shattered like a brick being thrown through a window, Jamie finds himself stewing in anger and fury as he finds an isolated stretch of road to park in. Hours pass as rain pelts against his roof, and the flapping of blades beat against the air. But none of the relentless undead show their horrific faces. Finally hearing the helicopter fading off into the distance, he finds himself wondering who exactly these people were, but realizes that each and every conclusion is simply a wild piece of speculation that leads him nowhere. If today didn't describe my new life perfectly, then I don't know what would. I finished clearing the path to the road to Weston, though I still have to make an actual road out of it. Then, since I was already worn down, I decided to simply walk out and retrieve my old SUV I left on the road. Then rain. Then that god-forsaken helicopter. Accomplishment, victory, exhaustion, annoyance, and anger. That's my routine. That's my life. Over and over again. I guess at the very least that fucking pilot lets me know I'm not the last one out there. Jamie. Waking up early once again, and going through his normal morning routine, he understands that his time away from bloodshed was over. Today his new project took him back to Weston. Though it was only August, Jamie could already see the signs of winter fast approaching, and he didn't want to be left without a steady source of fuel to see him through the season. Unsurprised with the pests that had found their way onto the road, Jamie drives down the path he had worked so hard to clear and arrives at his new work site. Though it would take a decent amount of effort, Jamie comes to realize that the only way to keep the dead out was a wall. So to protect his source of fuel, he was going to construct a compound within the heart of Weston. Needing propane, he makes a quick trip to the first part of Weston he had looted, remembering the riverside gym that held 2 grills that had his name on them. As he moves so freely through the town that had once been claimed by the dead, he finds his mind flashing through all the violence that had led to such peace. Unsure if it was right of him to spill so much blood for something as simple as gas for his generator, he finds himself too afraid to come up with an answer, as he instead distracts himself with the setting sun. Making his way back home after making meager progress on his project, Jamie doesn't worry for once as he reminds himself that time is the only thing he has in abundance. Rising to another early dawn, Jamie finds that he doesn't have the heart to return to Weston today, and opts instead to reward himself with the forgotten comforts of the indoors. Putting out his morning broadcast, beginning a book on basic mechanics, and returning to the workout routine he had neglected, Jamie is reminded of the threat too persistent and powerful to ignore: isolation.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, I hear you. Oh, thank God.
Holy shit, I can't believe I got this to work. I've been hearing your broadcast, but my microphone was busted. You said your name is Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie. Jamie Nichols. Where are you? Are you safe? Do you need help?
I'm safe, yeah, I'm safe. I'm holed up in my basement. Been down here for a week now. Haven't gone upstairs since Mom got sick.
Good. I mean, not about your mother. I'm glad you're safe. You have food, water, electricity?
I'm fine, though I'm getting tired of cold canned food. I guess I hadn't worried about the electricity. It's just been on.
Your electricity is still on? Where are you in the county? I thought the power grid had gone down.
You said Knox County in your broadcast? I'm not in Knox County, I'm in New York. You're where it started? Is it bad?
Is it bad? I mean, I assume when no one answered that it's like this everywhere.
You mean the sick people?
The dead. Yeah.
Fuck off, man. They're not dead. They're sick. We just need to stay away from them until they, figure out a vaccine or something.
Have you not... You're in New York City? Is the military around, the government, anything?
I'm not in New York City. I'm in upstate New York, just outside Watertown, near Lake Ontario. But I don't know. All the radio channels are down. The last thing I heard before coming down here was machine gun fire coming from downtown.
No helicopters or planes, nothing?
No, it's quiet. All I can hear is Mom upstairs.
Your mom, who's sick?
Yeah, I locked her in her room.
How old are you? I'm sorry, I never asked your name.
Devin, and I'm 17.
Okay. Devin, you have no idea how relieved I am to hear another voice. I was starting to, well, lose hope.
Yeah, me too. I haven't talked to anyone in a week. I was losing my mind. I was starting to think about going outside to see what was happening.
Don't go outside. And don't go upstairs unless you have to. It's not safe. You have to stay safe. Do you understand me, Devin?
Yeah, sheesh. No wonder no one talks to you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's just not many people left. How long do you think you have with your supplies? I don't know if I can get to you all the way in New York. Last I heard, the county was quarantined.
I don't know. It's already been a week, and I haven't really made a dent in the food. The last radio broadcast had to stay inside, lock the doors, and wait for aid. I guess I should be thankful that Mom is a bit of a hoarder. But I don't need you to come get me. Besides, you're supposed to stay inside.
Right. I just don't know if, well, help is coming. At least not from anyone but ourselves. Do you think you have enough to make it through winter? If the electricity goes out, do you have heat?
Yeah, we have a wood stove. I don't see why I wouldn't. Though I'll have to find some place to get rid of my shit. It's starting to smell foul down here.
Does your basement have any windows, the small ones?
Yeah.
Cover those up if you haven't already, but you could put your waste out there. Just be careful not to make any noise.
Has anyone told you worry too much?
I'm worried that you don't understand how dangerous these sick people are. That getting their attention could be bad.
I know how to take care of myself.
Yeah, I bet. But Devin, how about this? We'll wait out the winter together, see if the government can sort this out, and if they can't, then I'll come meet up with you in the spring. Not because you can't handle yourself, but just so that we're not alone.
Sure. Alright. We're still gonna stay on the radio till then.
Every morning and every evening I'll be on here, I promise.
Why just morning and evening? You got a hot date in the middle of the day?
Well, I'm not as prepared as you for the winter. I still need to get food and supplies.
Wait, you're going outside? You just told me that was dangerous.
No, I'm on a farm. I'm not leaving my property, just gathering my harvest.
So we'll talk this evening then?
Yes, we will. Don't go anywhere.
That's not funny.
Following the unbelievable surprise of a distant companion, Jamie's fire is reignited to not only finish his fortifications, but to make Weston as safe as possible. Finally putting the second generator in place and using his reclaimed fuel pump for the first time, Jamie doesn't celebrate over the fuel for the winter, but also the fuel he'll need to make it to New York in the spring. Speaking with Devin every morning and evening as he had promised, Jamie constantly finds himself battling with his desire to shelter the boy, but finds that it forces him to lie over and over again.
Hey, Jamie?
What's up, kid?
What did you do before this?
Oh, I was a police officer for West Point.
Was? You're not one now?
No, I'd been moved into administrative work, before this.
Why were you moved?
Just didn't kiss the right asses, I suppose.
Guess it doesn't matter now.
Kid, do you know how to hook up a generator?
No?
I know what we're doing in the morning. Knowing now more than ever that he can't stop or relax, Jamie throws himself into his work at his safe house and plans on scouring the small town for any of the lingering undead. Having to sleep in a chair for the first night away from home, he looks over the rest of the town before arming up and heading out for the day. Finding an abandoned box truck that might be a useful tool and a decent vehicle for the long trip north, Jamie discovers all it needs is a little gas and begins the hunt for nearby fuel. getting enough fuel to drive the truck back to the compound, Jamie finds himself thinking about his new friend's poor understanding of the undead. Though Devon's naive hope does remind Jamie that these unholy creatures were once people, just like himself. The sick satisfaction he had from leaving this tormented woman imprisoned was wrong, and never again would Jamie lose sight of their decayed humanity. Feeling slightly more at peace with himself, and certainly the happiest he had been since the outbreak had occurred, Jamie doesn't just hope, but knows that the world can be reclaimed. If Devon is out there, then there must be more. People that need help, people that want to help. Jamie just needs to find a way to reach them, to bring them home.
Afraid of the outdoors? Good lord, no wonder they put you on desk duty.
You know what, smartass? I don't see you bragging about your life before all this. Guessing you weren't Mr. Macho Man strutting his stuff around at school.
Fair enough.
But seriously, you've pestered me, what about you? What kind of stuff are you into, kid? What'd your days look like before all this?
You're going to be an asshole about it, but I'm already crapping in a bucket in my basement, so it can't be much worse. I was vice president of our AV club at school, and I spent most of my afternoons visiting my grandma at her old folks' home while Mom was at work.
I ain't going to laugh at you, kid. I'm the last person who should be throwing shit around. No pun intended.
At least you're not the last person.
Yeah, thank God for that. Quickly and happily falling into the routine of bonding with his new friend over the radio, Jamie starts to forget the dangers of this world as he continues to work on his outpost in Weston. Abruptly reminded of the potentially deadly side effects of complacency, Jamie is stunned not by his near brush with death, but the thought of such a thing occurring to his new companion. Jamie and Devon had shared laughs, had kept each other company, but all in a singular moment, Jamie knew that their agreed ignorance couldn't continue. Kid, we've been talking long enough that I know you're not stupid, and I've held off on this probably longer than I should have, but we have to talk about your mother.
I don't know what you're about to say, man, but you better be careful choosing your next words.
Devon, I know it's hard. I wish I didn't, but I do. That thing upstairs ain't your mama. It's a threat. It's a threat that if you don't handle, could be the end of you.
The fuck you know about it? Did you kill your mother when this happened? Or your wife? Did you not even have a family? You don't know shit, Jamie.
Devon, listen to me. These things aren't people. I struggled with the same thing at first too. But after seeing the things I've seen, doing the things I've done, whatever was once there is gone.
Doing the things you've done? Tucked away in your farm? Screw you, Jamie. I know you've been full of shit. What fucking cop who's afraid of the outdoors owns a farm? You're a liar, and you're not gonna tell me shit about my mother.
I know you're upset, kid, but this ain't the time to be playing pretend. If you let me, I can help you. I can walk you through it so you'll be safe, so that you can survive this.
Surviving by becoming a murderer? Go fuck! Shit.
Devon?
I'm getting off. Mom heard me. I have to be quiet.
Following the argument with Devon, Jamie can't help but feel the sting of his words. Too much of Jamie had slipped away, or had been forced down during this whole trial, suppressing all the painful emotions that waited in the back of his mind in ambush. Smothering his worries for Devon, Jamie hopes to at least vent his fury and frustration against a deserving target, planning another burn to clear even more of the dead from West Point. Struggling all morning to get the necessary preparations in place and fending off the relentless infected, Jamie is faced with only more anger as the cruiser's battery dies with a pathetic whimper. Left isolated and unhinged, Jamie can't bear to head back home yet, as he worries his radio will remain silent throughout the night. Instead, he opts to explore one of the roads leading to his sanctuary, and is delighted to find ample sources of relief. I haven't felt the need to write on you for a while, which I'll call a victory for sure. Since my last entry, I've finally contacted someone on the radio. His name is Devin. He's just a kid, but at least it's someone to feel human with again. I already worry for him. Hell, I always worry for myself, but this kid, he doesn't know what it's like. He doesn't know how horrific the world truly is. Today, while I was out scouting between my home and West Point, I realized that the dead are inching closer and closer, day by day. If left unchecked, soon they'll be knocking down my door. Jamie. As Jamie stacks up the bodies of the undead, he begins to tell himself that not only is he defending himself, but potentially saving the other survivors of this world from their wretched claws. Whether or not it's true, Jamie uses the thought as a crutch for his resolve, as his legs ache and his heart breaks with each blast from his shotgun.
Jamie, I'm ready. Tell me what I have to do.
You got your jacket on and gloves, no flesh showing?
Yep, no skin.
Alright, walk me through the plan, step by step.
Sneak upstairs, make sure none of them are around, close the curtains as I go, get a knife from the kitchen, go to Mom's room, crack open the door, then wait for her to show her head.
That's right, it's head, not anywhere else. Don't assume it's over until you see it stop moving. You got that, Devin?
Yeah, I got it.
I know how bad it is, kid. It's not going to be easy. But I know you can do it. I know you can.
Yeah, I just... no time like the present, I guess.
I'll be waiting here when you're done. I'm not going anywhere, kid.
Okay. Thanks, Jamie.
How you doing this morning, kid?
I don't know. Didn't sleep much. I was thinking.
About?
Why us? I mean, why didn't we get sick? Is it something we did? Is it something we didn't do? Is there some sort of punishment? And if it is, who are the ones being punished? Or is it all just random luck?
I don't know, kid. And to be honest, I've been avoiding that question as much as I can. I don't know why all this started, but I do know why I'm not one of them. Because I'm a coward.
Yeah, me too.
Filled with a spectrum of troubling emotions, Jamie once again denies confronting them as he goes about replacing the battery in the bait cruiser and lighting the fires for another burn. Watching the moths being drawn to the flame, he feels the chilling comfort of apathy setting in as more and more of these shadows of people burn away.
Jamie, I need your advice.
Well, that's not good, but what's up, kid?
Well, I searched Mom's room after, you know, and I found my birthday present under her bed. I don't know if I should open it.
I'm assuming it's not your birthday yet.
No, not until the 18th.
Turning 18 on the 18th. Well, that's something special, kid. I think you should wait. Try and make the day special.
Yeah, I just wish I had some canned cake or something.
Well, there's gotta be something down there that you like more than everything else.
I have 3 cans left of peaches, which I really like. guess I was saving them for something.
Perfect. I think I got some as well, so we can both partake.
Alright, it's a date. But don't get me anything, cause I can't get you shit.
Wouldn't dream of it, kid. Though the idea of a looming birthday celebration provides a seed of hope for Jamie, he still can't steer away from the desire to continue his cleansing of the nearby town. Whether it was the vague hope of victory over the undead, or just the endless desire to feel productive, Jamie doesn't care what drives him as he passes over the ashes he has left in his wake. Fully prepared to light the fires, the world itself appears to intervene as a constant drizzle begins and washes away any chance of starting a burn today, though that doesn't stop Jamie's bloodlust until the drizzle turns to an outright pour. Driving home bitter and soaked, he tries to stay productive by pulling the junker car into the garage, but is only more enraged when he realizes he doesn't know where to begin when getting under the hood. With thunder rolling in, Jamie confirms his suspicions on the radio and hears nothing but broken static beneath the thick clouds of the storm. Desperate to vent his agitation and stave off loneliness, he wields his sledgehammer savagely to begin the process of converting his front porch into a lookout, ignoring all the annoyances of toiling in the heavy rain. Only once the thunder strikes too close for his liking does he go inside, but quickly he is forced to face just how reliant he had become on Devon's company. Nothing could distract him now from the thoughts that had been raised, and all Jamie was left with was the ugly truth he had been refusing to face. Still trapped beneath the oppressive and isolating thunderstorm that had cut off his communication with Devon, Jamie searches for something to keep him busy and sane. Unable to sleep soundly, and left constantly worrying about his companion, Jamie finally is allowed a sliver of hope as the rain stops and a heavy fog rolls in. Heading directly to his radio, he still only hears the infuriating static of a dead channel, but he simply tells himself that the weather has to clear a bit more, and surely that's coming soon. Knowing that he'll lose whatever little grasp on reality he had if he stayed home, Jamie decides to take his new opportunity to finally go through with the burn he had been planning in West Point. Clearing the first spot of the lingering creatures of death, he is gifted with a small victory of being able to hotwire the damaged police cruiser, allowing him to limp it along versus towing it each and every time. Concerningly satisfied with the display of burning monsters, Jamie is finally able to remove his mind from the constant worry of young Devon for a brief moment, though the show of smoke and flame can only distract him for so long. Writing in this always feels like defeat now, but something has happened to Devon, and I can't keep myself sane with all this silence. We had discussed the fact that his power wouldn't last forever, so maybe it's simply that. But it just worries me, not knowing. I hope he isn't stupid enough to go out looking for a generator, but I was the idiot who gave him the instructions on how to use one. Instead of sitting around and staring at the radio all day, I continued to burn the dead from West Point, maybe in the hopes that I'm saving some other Devon out there. But more than likely, it's just to keep me busy and safe. Jamie. Endlessly haunted and restless, Jamie can't help but wonder if the weather was no longer to blame for Devon's absence. Though the fog still lay thick across Knox County, there should have been some strangled signal from his friend. Clearing another small patch of West Point, Jamie begins to realize the progress he's making towards the school, but is found humbled by the rain once more, forcing him to delay more burns until it clears. On his way back into West Point, he finds more undead leaking from its sprawl like pus from an infected wound. If left unchecked, these shambling corpses would eventually wander to Jamie's home, giving him all the justification he needs to dispose of them. With the rain coming and going enough to start a burn, Jamie uses the dry fuel from the cruiser's trunk to begin before the rain proves to not be the only roadblock. The siren had died. Whether it was the equipment itself or the battery dead, it didn't matter. Now the undead were alight and left to wander freely, potentially leading to an inferno that Jamie could no longer control. Showing its usefulness for once, the rain serves to snuff out the spread, but that still doesn't calm Jamie's nerves as he realizes how close he came to fully losing his dominance. With the weather finally clear and Devon's birthday growing closer and closer without contact, Jamie feels a growing fury in his core that he is intent to release upon the horrid creatures of this ruthless world. Knowing his old tactic of using the cruiser is ruined, Jamie doesn't let go of the goal of reaching the school he had been fighting towards since this all began. Without a plan, and without care for himself, he simply throws his aggression towards the infected without a second thought. tactic of burning the infected has been unexpectedly sabotaged. Where I thought the cruiser's battery was going to be the constant annoyance, it actually proved to be the faltering electronics. Maybe if I was smart like Devin, I'd have a chance to repair it, but I'm not Devin, and I still can't raise him on the radio. I try my hardest not to assume the worst, but having any sort of hope in this world is dangerous. Fuck that kid if he did something stupid, and fuck me if I was the one who put the idea in his head. All I can hope for is that he gets back on before his birthday. If he misses that, then I don't know if I can keep lying to myself. Jamie. Trimming the hair out of his eyes, Jamie finds his fear of West Point growing less potent by the day. Not even discouraged by the thick fog, as he simply prepares for another day of slaughter. light beginning to fade, and his arm aching with fatigue by the time he makes it into the library he had sought after for so long, Jamie can't indulge in the wealth of knowledge as a near endless stream of undead shamble ever closer. Confident with enough time he'd be able to fully secure the building, Jamie allows them to keep their rotten grasp on the school for now. Heading home for much needed food and rest, Jamie idly hopes that his friend awaits him on the radio, but is only met with predictable disappointment as he drifts off to sleep.
Hey, Jamie? You still there?
Jesus Christ, kid, you scared the shit out of me. What happened?
Well, your signal got all gargled and then my power finally went out, so I had to go find a generator, which was eventful.
Damn it, kid, don't leave me on that. What happened? Are you alright? Are you back in your basement? Are you safe?
Oh yeah, Devin, it's nice to hear from you. What a lovely surprise. I'm glad you're alright. Jesus, Jamie.
Of course, I'm happy to hear from you, kid. But this isn't a joke. I don't worry about you for fun, you little shit. Tell me what happened. Please.
The power went out at night, so I waited until morning. I knew my friend Jimmy's dad had a generator in his garage, and he's just a few doors down, so I snuck back upstairs in the morning and looked out for sick people. I only saw a couple, so I put on my layers and got my knife, and I creeped through the yards. When I got to the garage, the door was locked, but the window was open, so I jumped in. I didn't have a flashlight, so I didn't see Mr. H in the corner, but I heard him coming at me. I couldn't see his head, but I got him a couple times until I finished him, like Mom.
Did he touch you? Grab you? Did he try to bite you? Anything?
I found a scratch on my wrist when I got home, but I don't know if it came from him or when I was dragging the generator through the window. Before you ask, I already disinfected it and bandaged it, so you don't need to nag me.
Damn it, kid. You... Yeah. Keep it clean. You did the right thing.
So, what have you been up to, besides worrying yourself to death?
Waking up early on Devin's birthday, Jamie lets the fresh adult sleep in, as he makes a dedicated effort not to worry. Today would be about Devin, and not all the deadly threats Jamie saw around every corner. Ready for the breakfast of champions?
Yeah, I have mine open. Been dreaming of these peaches for days now.
Well, bottoms up, kid. Actually, can't be calling you kid anymore, sir.
Oh, fuck off. You're already making me feel old. Damn. These are...
Fucking hell, don't be choking to death on your birthday. Slow down.
Wrong pipe.
Now, I haven't played since I was your age, so no laughing. And no, I ain't singing.
I'll, get your wrinkled ass to sing for me next year.
Uh-huh. Now shut up and listen to Kentucky's finest guitarist.
Truly brought tears to my eyes. But I think I'm gonna use my birthday wish to get some extra sleep. Might have eaten those peaches a bit too fast.
Well, I won't say I told you so, but I'll be waiting by the radio when you get up.
Thanks, Jamie.
Devin, I don't know if you can hear this, but I have another storm coming in. My signal might get fuzzy until it clears.
Jamie? You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
You're breaking up. But hopefully you can understand me. I'm sick. Like Mom.
No, you're not, Devin. Your mind's playing tricks on you because that's all you can think about. You're fine. It's probably just something minor.
No, I've seen it. I know. I'm sorry.
Don't be fucking apologizing to me. There's nothing for you to even be sorry for. You did everything right. You did just as I told you. You're going to be alright, Devin.
Jamie, I'm scared.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to be like Mom.
You won't be, man. You're gonna get through this.
I'm so sorry, Jamie.
Devin, if you apologize to me one more fucking time.
Goodbye.
Devin? Devin! Devin, no. No. Devin, no. Devin. No. Oh, God. I don't know if I'll write in this journal again, or if I'll ever find my way back to this place. It feels wrong to call it a sanctuary, when now all I can see is death and failure all around me. Devin's gone. The radio is trashed. I don't know what to do, but all I know is that I'm too much of a coward to check out of this fucking nightmare. Instead, I'm gonna show those undead fucks the true meaning of loss. If that kills me, so be it. I'm done. Jamie. Unable to stay in his home following the loss of Devin, Jamie ignores the lingering hangover from yesterday and immediately sets his sights on a farmhouse just outside West Point. Not having a plan besides killing as many of the undead as possible, he knows that he at least needs a relatively safe place to lay his head so he can continue his work. Driving into West Point as the morning fog begins to clear, he decides the school is as good a place as any to begin his slaughter, hoping that by the end of it he might actually be able to loot the library. Feeling some of the anguish from his loss blunted by the end of the first day, he returns back to his safe house to rest before striking out in search of relief once again. Throwing the majority of his ammo at the endless hordes throughout the day, he begins to see their numbers thinning as a true sense of accomplishment begins to grow in his heart. He knows tomorrow will more than likely bring him the satisfaction of clearing the school, but it will also likely be his last day away from home, as his lust for bloodshed and vengeance is beginning to subside. The light begins to fade, he decides to loot some of the nearby homes on his way out, wanting to at least bring back some amount of food for all his efforts. Well, can't say I didn't ask for it, though the moment keeps replaying in my head like a broken record. It wasn't some horde, it wasn't during some desperate escape, it was one of them, precisely at the wrong time. I guess that's how it goes. It was the same with Devin. If you're finding this journal after I'm gone, then I guess I should explain. I'm bitten. I can already feel the infection spreading, my skin tingling, my mind clouding. This is it. This is the end of the road for me. Though I was honest with the kid at the time, I can't say that I'm scared anymore. I'm just tired. I struggled for as long as I could, but this world, simply beat me. I hope that all I've done isn't for naught, and that this slice of safety along the river isn't lost completely. If you're reading this, then I suppose it isn't, and I encourage you to make this place your home as I had done. If you don't go storming into West Point like a lunatic, then there's no reason you couldn't hold up here for the rest of your days. Also, there is a town to the west that is set up as a nearby gas station. That should be plenty to feed the generator for the foreseeable future. My last request, if you do find me dead, is to bury me in the grave I dug in the front yard. Please don't disturb the can of peaches. I know it's a silly request, but I guess it doesn't fucking mean anything anymore. I'm going to sleep, and I'm gonna go find a nice place to die. Good luck, Jamie.